Guys, Professor David, stop! Pay attention! Okay, got another video for you today, guys. Guys, today's video is interesting because I got a question for you. What do you do when all the stuff you've been practicing and you get into a situation and it's not working for you? What do you do when what you practice don't work? Would you know what to do?
To another level. Let's hit it. To another level.
Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay? All right, guys, poking you in your chest.
What?
You try to go throw a finger like
No, man.
Finger lock didn't work. Okay? Guy got his hand on you.
What?
Now,
What?
you reaching for a kodagashi. Oh, that didn't work. Okay? Now, you tell him, right? Yo, stop touching me.
What? What you gonna
Stop
do
touching me.
Huh?
Right? Now, you're going to go into your...
Hey, man. What you trying to do? Some martial arts?
Now, some of you may be getting pissed off. Say, oh, what are you trying to say? That don't work? I'm going to tell you a story. Okay? I had a very good friend of mine. 25 years in the martial arts. The system he was in, he was born and raised into. Everything they did, put your hand here, Kenny. It was shock, kodagashi. Again, shock, wrist lock, turn over, kodagashi. Everything ended in a throw. The guy was a good practitioner. He knew the system inside out. He was born and raised into the system. Okay? He did that system 5 days a week. On Saturday, he used to come on down to our school where we were doing just hardcore, reality-based street self-defense. Now, he thought he was doing street self-defense. One day I said to him, I said, you know you can't get a kodagashi off in the street unless the guy's an alcoholic. And he's like, well, no, I could get it off. I said, no, you can't. I said, because when you try, first of all, if you're doing it off a touch, you got to go with one hand and lock in with both hands. This guy got to sit there and allow you to go 1, 2, and 3 without him moving any other part of his body. Not moving backwards, not moving forward, not trying to punch you. You're going to let you come over, and this is if he's just touching you. If he's grabbing you and his hand is balled up, then there's no way you could do it. Okay? But let's just go off the touch. He's pushing you, and you're going to go and do a kodagashi. Okay? You got what we call 2 dead hands. So now, at this point, your hands are dead, 2 dead hands. And you say, well, I'm going to whip into it and throw him. See, guys like to do it, and I love to practice it because they love to see the ukemi. They like to see the uki do a beautiful ukemi. I'm asking you, have you ever seen somebody do a beautiful ukemi out in the street? How long you been training in martial arts? Have you ever seen it besides Steven Seagal's movies? Okay? So, he went to put the kodagashi on the number 2 train going up to the Bronx. He lived in the Bronx. When he went to he had to fight a situation in the subway. When he went to put that kodagashi on, the guy just punched him, blasted him right in the face. Boom, knocked him back. So now what do you do when the techniques that you practice do not work for you? You know what he did? He switched systems. See, it's a good thing he was training in something else. So he had the reference that and the clarity to understand if you're doing something and it's not working for you, stop doing it. Go do something else. I don't know why most people don't understand this in life. If you're doing something in life that's not working for you, stop doing it. Okay? Back to the story. So now, when the quarter gas didn't work for him, and the guy blasted him back into the seats, okay? He came up, put his hands up, and when the guy came at him again, boom! He used to wear combat boots. He blasted the guy with a front kick. He had wonderful legs. Wonderful legs. After the guy slammed him into the back of the wall of the train, came off, whoop! Blasted him with a front kick. Then, after he came with the front kick, he punched him, whoop! Then he round kicked inside his knee. Blam! That was it. And then he stomped the guy out. See? He stomped the dude out after that. And then the train pulled into the station. He was with his boy. His boy was drunk because they were hanging out. Grabbed his boy and said, let's get out of here. All through that thing, his boy was just there, out like basically out, damn near out cold. Okay? But the key thing is, what he tried did not work. He was lucky enough that the guy punched him in the face and he threw his hands up. And when his back was on the subway wall, he just used that as leverage. And the guy came, whoop! Guy came at him, blam, blam, hit him. And it said, whoop, round kick into the kneecap. And then he stomped him out. What I didn't tell you, okay, was the guy in the train had a pit bull with him. The guy in the train with the number 2 going up to the Bronx, when him and his boy was riding up there, he had a pit bull with him. And he kept smacking the pit bull in the face and the head to get the dog riled up. And the guy that I'm talking about always carried an edged weapon. And he came to our class, and I said to him, if you're dealing with someone with an animal, who do you deal with first? You deal with the animal, or do you deal with the man? Okay? The man is going to sick the animal on you. You got to go first. And he remembered that. See? Now, don't animal lovers call me and say, oh, that's cruel. He stabbed the dog. Yes. Why? Changes the focus. You see? So when come here, Kenny. So when the guy's smacking the dog in the head, trying to rile up the dog, this guy sitting now, he pulls his blade, he went like this, whoop, stabbed the dog. Now, the guy just looked at him when he stabbed the dog, and then, this is why he did the code of guys. After he stabbed the guy, yo, you stabbed my dog. The guy grabbed him, he went like this, bang! And that's how it happened. You understand? But he stabbed the dog. Because, what's the bigger threat? I'm going to start doing martial arts with you and let a pit bull chew on my groin and legs? No. Get the dog out the picture. Now, I'm dealing with you. And now you're not thinking like it. Now you're emotional because I just stabbed your dog. And the guy just grabbed him and he instinctively went right into Kodegash. And then when the guy blasted him, boom, hit the subway wall, boom, front kicked him, then went on to get up and start striking, finger palm punch, hammer knee shin kick like we rolled 1,000 times. So blah, 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 finger palm punch, hammer. Then the guy went like this. He said, woof, round kick into the knee. It was over. So if you understand, you cannot use art on a subway. It's not about art. What's effective? So if you're practicing something that's artful, good. Use it in a tournament. But on a number 2 train, going to the Bronx, you better have something else to switch to. Luckily, this guy did. I hope you do. Okay? Kenny, tell him where the switch is.
Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace.
To another level.